I don't have fishies, I have peelies. Hi everyone! I'm finally back with a new video to give you tips and tricks on how to grow your nails / keep them long. I've come a long way since being a nail biter in 2010 to now having long, strong, natural nails. I'm really proud of the length I've reached and been able to maintain, so I thought I'd share some tips. Now, before I get comments on it, I know my pointer finger is curved. It just grows like that. I don't have cancer, it's just what natural nails do. Let's get into it. The first tip may be the most obvious one, but the only way to grow your nails is to stop breaking or biting them. That's pretty much it. Nails grow little by little, 2-3 millimeters a month on average. So you'll need patience. Unfortunately, there are no magic tricks to get your nails to grow overnight, but I'll do my best to give you tips to grow your nails slowly but surely. Number 2 is to take care of them. I don't have a particular nail care routine, but I oil my nails every day, sometimes multiple times a day with 100% jojoba oil. I buy mine in bulk in this big bottle from Coop Coco, and I transfer it to lipstick bottles. This alternative is much cheaper than other nail oil pens, and I find it works great for me. As explained on the Shop NBM website, jojoba oil is highly regarded as being the best oil for nail health because it is most similar to our skin's naturally produced oil. Because of this, jojoba oil really penetrates through your nail to deliver the ultimate amount of moisture. This is why I chose jojoba oil over other oils. You can read the full article on their website, it's a really interesting read. Also, always apply nail oil after you've dehydrated them, like after removing your polish with acetone or after using a lot of hand sanitizer. This will prevent breaks. To continue on taking care of them, I also use hand cream regularly to keep my hands moisturized. Taking care of them will make you want to be cautious and continue growing them out. I used to be a big nail biter, but once I started caring for them, I didn't want to ruin all I had been working for. Talking about nail biting, this takes me to number 3, a few tips to stop biting your nails. I personally bit my nails when I was stressed as a way to cope. This means that to stop biting them, you need to find new ways to deal with stress. I know this is easier said than done, but here is what helped me. I started by only putting my nails in my mouth, stopping myself from biting them every time I caught myself doing it. Instead, I felt the growth of my nails on my teeth. This may be a bit gross for some of you, but it was a big step to stop chewing my nails. I started fidgeting with the length once my nails grew a little. You could also get proper fidget toys to relieve stress, like stress balls or fidget rings. The other thing that motivated me to keep my nails long was painting them / doing nail art. After spending 3 hours painting a complicated freehand nail art, the last thing I wanted to do was to bite them. Instead, I started them and pulled out my flashlight if I had hollow nails. Tip number 4 is to take some progress pic. As I said in the beginning, this is going to be a lengthy process, so might as well track it. It's also going to motivate you when you feel like they're not growing because you're not seeing any changes. I find it so satisfying to look back at. I keep them all in a folder on my phone to have quick access. On to tip number 5. Some shapes tend to be more prone to breaks. Square has sharp edges that get caught in everything. Rounder shapes are easier to grow in my experience. I've had square nails on my main hand for the longest time because it's the shape I like best for nail art, but for the past few months I've changed the shape on my other hand to almond and I've noticed it breaks way less. Tip number 6 is to slow down. We often break nails when we're trying to rush. I can't count how many stupid breaks I had because I was going too fast, like pulling the covers or pretending to wash my hands. Yeah, you heard that right, pretending. I also use my other hand often because I want to protect my main hand more. Be aware of your nails, and even if some find it silly, do everything to protect these bad boys. They take a long ass time to grow. Always be mindful of your nails, treat them as jewels. Living with long nails is just making accommodation to your lifestyle. Some find it superficial, but if they bring you joy, do whatever makes you happy and take care of those nails. Moving on to tip number 7. Wear gloves to protect them whenever you can, while doing dishes, cleaning, gardening, anything with water, harsh chemicals, or dirt. Whenever I do manual work, which is rare but still, I always wear gardening gloves. I found it reduces the risk of breaking them. Tip number 8 is a bit like 6 and 7 combined, but be more careful when they're fragile, i.e. when they have soaked in water. So after the shower, when you're swimming, when you're rinsing dishes, etc. As Christine would say, duck nails are dangerous. Tip number 9. Your knuckles are your best friend. Use them instead of the tip of your fingers whenever you can. You'll prevent lots of breaks. For example, to switch on the light, to flush the toilet, to open cabinets, anything that might get your nails caught in them and break them. Tip number 10. Shape them often and shorten them when they get to the danger zone. The danger zone is what I call the length where your nails are more prone to breaking. The maximum length you can go to, if you will. It's different for everybody and it may become longer as you get used to long nails. If you have really long nail beds, it might be longer for you, but if you have really short nail beds, the maximum length may be smaller because the amount of free head you have is what makes it more prone to breaking, because the nail on the nail bed can't really break, you know? I just also wanted to show you how I normally file my nails when I'm not doing it for the camera. I have my nail facing me straight, and that's how I check if I'm filing them evenly. Side note, do not use nail clippers to shorten your nails if you're trying to grow them out. This may create micro tears in the nail plate that will turn into nail breaks. I highly recommend to use a glass nail file instead, which has a finer grit than emery boards and that can last a lifetime. Tip number 11. Repair them or reshape them when you have a tear to prevent big breaks. I use the tea bag method, which consists of gluing a tea bag to the break, and I personally like to top it off with a couple layers of gel base coat to really secure it in place. Here's a video where I explain it all in detail. Note, you'll need to take care of it, make sure to sanitize it well so bacteria doesn't grow, but I've never had any issues. Tip number 12 is to wear nail polish at all times. It seals them in a protective coating and it will help to prevent breaks. Anyone in the nail community will tell you we always break nails whenever we decide to let our nails be naked. Before anyone comments on it, nails do not need to breathe. They do not have lungs. They get their oxygen from the bloodstream, so there is no need to let your nails breathe in between manicures. That is simply a myth. With extended wear of nail polish, your nails may stain a little or a lot, which is fine. They tend to be a yellow color, but it could be any color depending on the shade you used. This is not a sign of illness, it's literally just staining. Nothing to worry about. The most popular trick to check if yellow nails are actually a sign of illness is to check the base of the nail, where the newer part of the nails that has just grown is. If it's not yellow, it means your nails are not yellow by themselves. It's the polish that is staining them over time. Tip number 13. Don't peel your nail polish if you're wearing a normal base coat. It will peel off layers of your nails too, and it will make them thinner and weaken them. If you're peeling your nail polish because it's popping off by itself, I recommend you check out some videos on how to prep the nail plate properly. In brief, remove all oils before painting them with either rubbing alcohol or acetone. Some buff their nails slightly to get a more porous surface. I recommend Simply's videos on this. If you like to peel your nails, this is a weird sentence, but if you know, you know. I recommend you use a peel-off base coat that is designed for this. That's what I always use. Plus, you can keep them. This is weird to some people, but ever since I saw Simply do this, I've always kept my peelies. I now have a peely bowl. I used to have a peely bag, but I have now upgraded to a peely bowl. Yeah, I don't have fishies, I have peelies. Tip number 14 is to use strengthening base coats if you have very brittle nails. I say this with caution because nail strengthening products are not for everyone. For people with already strong enough nails, it may cause the opposite results. The reason we oil our nails is so they are more flexible and bent instead of snap when we accidentally hit them on something. But nail strengthening products may do the opposite by preventing them from bending because they're so hard, and so they just snap and break. I've learned a lot of this from Simply Nailogical, so you may want to check out her videos on this too. I hope these were helpful, and don't hesitate to ask any questions in the comment section. I will gladly answer them to the best of my abilities. I wish you the best of luck while you embark or continue your nail growth journey. As always, you can leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to click the bell to turn on notifications so you never miss a future video. Thank you so much for watching and supporting me. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!